Okay, I'm excited. Moment of truth. Oh my God. Listen to that. So I'm going to switch them out and see if I can have any quiet operation of the front wipers. So you can see there's a button here to press. So you depress this to get off from this position, and then you pull out the wiper and you gently let this go down. If not, you can seriously crack your windscreen. Same thing on this side, you press and then you pull out. It's a little bit hard to remove the left hand side wiper, and I'm going to show you why when we get inside. Okay, now we have them, let's go in. Okay, so we're inside now, and I'm at my desk. I have some tools that are going to enable me to persuade these pieces here to be undone so I can pull out the rubber. This is what we need to do. This is for the right side of the windscreen, and it's actually much easier to do because it simply slides out and it can be refilled. This, however, you can see there are some small metal tabs that grab onto the rubber, and those will have to be gently pried up to enable me to slide out the rubber from the from the wiper. Okay, so what do we do? Let's start with the easier part first, okay? So this, we just have to find a way to remove this cap, and then we can slide out. Oh, I didn't show you. Here is the replacement. Let me show you the website I got it from. So you can see Bosch profile, 470 forint. I think this is, I paid around 1,000 forint for the both of them, and that equates to around €3. So you can see it's 700 mm because that is the size of the longer wiper. This one, the one on the left, that stays on the left side in front of the driver. It's 700 millimeters long. So now let me show you the cost of what Bosch original would have cost me. And here it is. You can see Bosch original, 10,000 forint, so €30 approximately. So it came in a pair, and you can see this is the profile. Now this profile is not exactly the one I wanted, but it's close enough that I should be able to, with a little modification, get this in. Okay, so let's start with this. I'm just inserting the screwdriver to try to see if there is anything like glue behind. Okay, so now it's moving. Just keep going gently. Okay, done. We succeeded. Here is the piece. There are some clips behind on this section that are held on by this piece here. You can see this piece stops this rubber cover from sliding out, but gently. Yeah, there are some small broken pieces of clips, but with some, when we are ready to put this back, we can always put a small piece of glue. Okay, so now it's time to simply pull out the rubber wiper. Okay, so looks like pulling it just didn't work because it's been restrained somewhere along this line. So what I did was to simply pull it off of the metal rail, and since it's a rubber piece, then I can simply just get this out like this. Obviously this is not an official way of doing this stuff, but these are the things you encounter when you're DIYing things. Okay, so now we're getting towards the other end. Okay, so it looks like it was being clipped on at this section here, because as soon as I put enough pressure here, it got released. Okay, so now let's slide in a replacement. Just to quickly show you the profile. This is the one original from the car. You can see this is how the profile should look. And this is what we got. This is what I bought. So it's a bit different. But if I cut off this retaining edge here, then we can see the difference in profile. But we are only going to need this top layer to slide into that retaining rail. And the rest doesn't really matter that much. Okay? So now, I'm going to just insert this and then slide it down. And you can see it's going in perfectly. Okay, I've gotten here to the end, and here I need to pull it forcefully so it overpasses that section that held onto the edge. And maybe I think I made a mistake. I should have opened it on this side, but okay, what I would do now is just to pry open this metal part, yes, like this, with the screwdriver, so as to enable it to pass. And it's done. So it has passed over that retaining section here. And now what I do is just simply push down on the metal part that I pried. Okay, so it's in. All long. Now it's time to cut off the excess here. And it's done. Okay, so that's it. One of the parts, one of the wipers done. Now let me show you this section here. Yes, this section here, you can see how rough it is. It's preventing me from putting back the wiper easily. And I almost couldn't put it back. I, for a while, started to think maybe this was a safety mechanism to make this not changeable. So with a box cutter, you're just going to want to shave down a bit of this plastic piece if you're having problems putting it back. Okay, so now onto the second, and this we don't need to pull out the cap because there is a rubber sheet that covers the main metallic rail. Looks like it will be easy after all. So after, just by sliding out and removing this cover, looks like these clips are not actually retaining, holding tight, because I can slide out. Or can I? Okay? No, I can't, because I'm pulling out on one side, but the other side, the other part, is being held here with the stop. You can see this part of the rubber is not empty, it's the stop that avoids you pulling this out. And I believe, yes, we we do have it here too, on the new one we bought. So we have this stop, which will prevent the escape of the rubber. So what I need to do here is to open these clips, or retaining section here. And I'm going to do that with the and there it goes. So just look for where you have the stop that prevents from escaping, and then pull out from that section. Okay, so now we have pulled out this, and we have two small metallic rods that give shape and hold onto the rubber wiper. I'm going to place these inside of our new replacement wiper, just in this slot. Okay, so I think the best way will be just to put in the metallic rods on one end, and then try to slowly slide into the wiper again, the replacement. Okay, so like this. Like this, and then slide this in. Those two small metal rods just always want to escape, so I'm having to do this very slowly. Okay, so it's all gone in now. You can see all along it's being grabbed onto by those metal pins. Okay, so on the section that doesn't have a stop, to prevent it from sliding out, obviously this cap is going to prevent it from going off, but just to make sure I have my own guarantees, I used a needle nose plier to squeeze together both sides of this metal clip. Okay, just like that, just enough to put a better grab onto that rubber section you can see here. So once that is done, then I can simply put back on this rubber cover. The rubber is prevented from sliding out both sides. Okay, so that's it, job done. Let's go and install this in the car. It's still raining, so we can see what's our results. Okay, so I'm back down. You can see the rain falling, and let me try to insert this single-handedly. So I raise up the staff, and you can see the button to depress. It has to go in here. So just slide it in till the button catches into that hole. Same thing on the other side. And it's gone in this time because I shaved off that plastic piece. Okay, I'm excited. Moment of truth. Oh my God. Listen to that. Beautiful action. Wonderful. High speed. This is you can see the fastest speed. The cleaning action, you can see the windshield is perfectly cleaned and wiped at each wipe. Incredible silence. Well, that's it, guys. It paid off. I've been able to get this problem solved, and with the rest of the money, it's party time. Okay, so just a quick control after using it on its highest setting. Okay, the pieces are still, you can see the rubber is in no way going to leave its position, especially when you consider it's being pressed against the glass. Okay, job done, let's go inside. Okay guys, so in conclusion, this is the rubber piece that I removed from the right side wiper if you're sitting in the car, and you can see this is the exact profile. And I struggled a bit during the installation process because what I bought was just a small variation of what I actually needed. So your best bet is to, now you know how to disable, you follow the instructions to remove the wiper just a bit, you cut the piece, even if it is just a centimeter, because all you need is the profile. And when you get to the shop or online, when you're buying online to refill, you want the exact same profile. Let me get you the measurement of this. The width is very important because this is what is going to slide into the rail. So it's around 5.5 millimeters, maybe. You can see here, 5.5 millimeters to 6. I was able to do this with a smaller width piece. Okay, on the right side, on the left side, so in front of you, if you're driving the car in a left-hand drive car, then the piece is actually different from Bosch. So you can see the piece is different. I don't know what was the need to make it a different piece, left to right, but that's how it is. You want to take a piece of this. Actually, what you want is to make sure that you have an exact copy that includes the stop section. You can see here, that is the stopping point that is grabbed into, so as to prevent it from sliding out. If you don't find the exact replica with this stop point, then you have to go ahead and use a needle nose plier to grab onto the rubber itself at the end to pinch it tightly with that piece of metal that holds on. Diameter here, not diameter, the width, 7.5 millimeters. That's it guys, this was a success. I hope it helps you. If you're into DIY, there is a lot of money to be saved, especially on these specialist parts that are nowadays made more and more to be fully replaced instead of refilled or changed. Okay, so even the environment gets to enjoy a little bit more relief, as now I'm only going to have to recycle this instead of the whole metal frame and other plastic parts. I hope this video helps. Thanks, bye.